everybody, thanks for coming back. Tonight I think I'm going to sit down and work on cleaning up some of my comments and stuff in my Docker files, and I figured I'd take y'all along on that journey. So without further ado, let's switch over and get started on that. So as you can see here, I've got myself positioned in my directory with all my Reflector stuff, and I'm working on branch comment cleaning. I'm pretty sure I spelled comment cleaning wrong. Whatever. I'm not an English major. So see, I think first one I definitely want to start on is the Docker file. So let's do a edit Docker file. All right. So base image. Ooh, let's throw a comment in here. Makes install non-interactive. And then let's see, we're going to install those. That didn't work, so we'll take this out. Take out that line, take out that line. Install needed pip and Python extensions. Didn't need that one. Get actual program from GitHub via a clone. That's a good one. So now we're copying the files from the default directory to the apps directory. We're not using the options directory anymore. So insert app. Yep. And this one, making directory for logs. This path is called in the INI. If changed here, must update the INI. That's a good note. Copy files from machine to container. That is also a good note for now. Changing. Let's see. Add one to change changing permissions. Permissions on the entry point script. This is just to allow the one below it here is just allowing execute on the entry point script. Without it, the script can't run. So we're exposing needed network ports. Here we're changing the permissions on the executable scripts to allow execution. Yep, so don't need that. Ooh. Definitely need the entry point still there. Let's see. Ooh. Don't need that one. Don't need that one. Don't need that one. Do an I. Calling the entry point script. Calling. I should say defining and calling. Defining and calling the entry point script. Run. I like that. I'm gonna leave the comment in line of dashes. Just kind of let me know that's where ended. None of this other stuff is. I'm just DDing it out. Alright, I like that. Base image, blah blah blah. So right quit. Let's check the edit. The entry point. Yep. So entry Now this one's pretty self-explanatory. There, starting Apache. I'll put the call and start Python programs that run Reflector. Yeah, we'll go with that. The rest of that's pretty self-explanatory. Write and quit. What else is in here that we might need to change? The README. Let's see what's in the README here. Oh, that's still mostly a generic GitLab README that's added. I will update that later because that is just going to be a long, boring process, and I haven't decided exactly what I want to do for that. But I do want to get the README going to be good documentation for the repo so that I can make it public. But I will circle back to that. I don't know that there's anything in the subfolder that I need to necessarily prune out, but we'll look at it. That one's pretty good. I like that. And then, yeah, so, yep. All right. I think I'm good with that. So let us do a git add and get all of our everything up to date. Cleaned up. Better documented my comments, and then better comments in entry point. Yep, that's good enough for me. Do a git push origin. Just go ahead and push that up. Alright. That seems to be a good stopping point there. Let me take a quick break and think on what else I might want to accomplish tonight. Alright, I think this is where I'm going to leave it off for tonight. I was going to try and accomplish a couple of more things, but I think I'm just going to take this short video to edit and leave this where it is because it is a usable product. And I think next week's video I am going to show you how to pull it down from Docker Hub and using Docker copy make it your Reflector to run. I'm going to go ahead and do that next week because after next week I will be off there for about 3-4 weeks. So I want to make sure, I don't want to leave anybody hanging that may be actually waiting on this. I doubt that that exists. But if you are, let me know in the comments and maybe I'll try and expedite that production. But in the next video, I will be using one of my remote VMs and pulling down the Docker image that we pushed to Docker Hub. And then we will take that and I will spin it up on a machine, show you how to use Docker copy to get the INI and DB files down and modify them and get them back up to the Reflector to allow it to and restart it using your correct configurations. So if you have any questions, if you feel like I'm not addressing something and you need something specific addressed, go ahead and drop it down in the comments because the next video should end with me marking the YSF Reflector latest as public and available for download, or pull. So I don't want anybody to be left in the wind with something that's not working well. In correlation to that, I'm also going to be working on hopefully updating my documentation that goes with the GitLab repo so that you have something to reference. But again, if you feel like I'm missing something specific or you need a little more detail on something, drop it down in the comments. Let me know, because I've kind of skimmed over some of this stuff, taking it for granted that everybody's knowledge base is the same, and I know that's not true, but I just don't really know where to start. So if you need me to cover something more in depth, or give you a hand, just let me know, and I will be glad to do it. Like I said, I'm coming up. Next week will be my last week in the office per se for a couple weeks. Definitely going to be quiet, but even if you're watching this video during that period, leave it down in the comments, and when I get back to normal life, I will be glad to dig into that and start working on it. So I thank everybody for watching. Thank you for your time and your comments. And as always, everybody have a good night, and God bless.